a number of dangerous players.
They do, and a lot of them have come fit at the right time for Gareth Taylor because they started the season very sluggishly, and you've got superstars like Lucy Bronze coming back into the team. Then you've got Kira Walsh, who is always a bit of an unsung hero, playmaker. Georgia Stanway coming up with goals from lots of places. Kaz Weir today on the bench. You know, and they've got her to bring off the bench with absolute brilliant quality.
As you can see there, some of the fans getting excited, some of them wearing woolly hoods. It is cold out here today. I need one of those hats. Manchester United, though, Willie, Mark Skinner said in his interview about the mindset. What do they need to be thinking?
Yeah, they've got to have huge belief in themselves. You know, that's individually and collectively. You know, they've really got to dig in. They've got to work for each other. I think the key to it is, there's two things for me. One is make sure their press is aggressive and meaningful, because I think they sat off them a little bit 2 weeks ago, and there was opportunities there. Against the ManCity defence, it still look a little bit shaky at times. And secondly, they've got to find out where the overload is. You know, we highlighted at half-time a fortnight ago that there was a potential overload down City's right-hand side, and they never utilised it enough. So they've got to identify that area and make it count.
And then Manchester City, do you think that fortnight ago, that win will give them the confidence coming into this?
Yeah, because I think that confidence has been building, that momentum has been building. The league form's excellent, they're pushing for the title again.
Okay, well, as you can see, the players are making their way onto the pitch. It's time for the first half. It's the FA Cup fifth round tie between Manchester United and Manchester City here at the Leigh Sports Village. Let's get you over to your commentary team. We've got another goalkeeper for you up there. It is Siobhan Chamberlain, former Manchester United and England goalkeeper, alongside Robin Cowan.
Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, it's derby day again. Let's get your teams. Mark Skinner makes 3 changes from the last derby 2 weeks ago. Hayley Ladd is out after suffering an injury on international duty for Wales. Jackie Grunnen starts in midfield. Leo Galton returns on the wing. Martha Thomas starts for only the 7th time this season up front. Vida Boarisa and Sinja Brun drop to the bench. It's the same City 11 that beat United 1-0 at the Academy Stadium. So the match winner, Caroline Weir, starts on the bench. 7 of the starters appeared for England at the successful Arnold Clark Cup competition, including Georgia Stanway, who became City's all-time record goal scorer in the previous round of the Cup with a hat-trick against Nottingham Forest. So just 2 weeks since the last one, we're back again. A different venue, but the same intentions. The rivalry between these two is growing by the game. Their 4th meeting already this season. And this time, in the FA Cup, it is all or nothing, a place in the quarter-finals at stake. Elizabeth Sims, the referee today. Entertaining 2-2 draw between these two in the WSL match here at Leigh Sports Village. It will not finish that way this afternoon. We're going all the way if it finishes as a draw in the 90 minutes. Will it be a statement win for Manchester United? Or will it be Manchester City who make their way to the quarter-finals? Yet again, they have not been knocked out before that stage in their history. Katie Zellum, the Manchester United captain, Ellen White, the captain, and you all note that Ellen White has requested to be able to wear a yellow armband around her left arm in support of the people of the Ukraine. Before the action begins, all players, the referee, take the knee, showing their support opposition against all forms of discrimination. Terrific atmosphere inside Lee Sports Village. And Siobhan Chamberlain, just 2 weeks ago, these two met. Are we expecting anything different at all?
I think they're both going to be going all out for this. They both know how important the FA Cup is. Manchester City, as we've said, will want some silverware with their performance in the league not being up to where they'd expect it to be. And Manchester United still looking for that first trophy.
Ellie Roebuck, one of a number of City players who missed the opening stages of the season. Welcome return to her, but a big blow to the side that the news of Steph Horton's relapse of her Achilles injury, surgery required. Unlikely she'll play again this season. As Bronze tries to get away. Hannah Blundell, two-time FA Cup winner with Chelsea. She'll work something down the line.
Leah Galton will be a player that Manchester United, I'm sure, will try to get involved as soon as possible in this game. She missed the last game, but thankfully for United, she's back fit, would have had the international break to get back fit, and she'll be a key player for them, challenging against Lucy Bronze.
A number of these players have been busy over the last week or so. A lot of them played just on Wednesday night, so tight turnaround, and goodness me, Caldwell nearly gave the ball away in a very dangerous area.
Lauren Hemp had a really early opportunity in the game just a couple of weeks ago, and had that gone in, it could have changed things completely for the game. So United won't want to be making early mistakes across that back line because they will get punished.
Ellen White just crowded out. Debbie Stokes picks it up for City. Now Hemp. Star continues to rise, and brilliant displays at the Arnold Clark Cup. Greenwood, they slip it through. Bodies flying everywhere, but it's Stokes who comes away with the ball. Has to pull it back for Lasada. United clear their lines up towards Thomas. That's a really intelligent header. Hemp tight to Russo. And City back in possession.
It's interesting to see Martha Thomas starting today ahead of Siegnebrunn. Potentially from that long ball there, it might be they're looking for her as a target player more than a player that's going to be clever and combining with players, bringing players into play. And perhaps I'll be sure to see Brun later on in the game.
So away on international duty, Brun, so perhaps a little rotation required. City looking dangerous, it's White. Bounced right in front of Earps, who watched it all the way.
An early sighter for Ellen White, and you'd think from the change of ends that Manchester City chose, they'd like to take some early opportunities, some early shots against Mary Earps. She's got the sun in her eyes, and as a former goalkeeper, it definitely makes a difference. Less so with balls on the floor, but as soon as it goes in the air, it can be very difficult to judge.
Were you a cap wearer?
Definitely not.
Prefer to have the sun in your eyes than wear a cap. Greenwood makes the clearance.
Going back to cap wearing decisions, for me, as soon as you put your head up in the air to look for the ball, the sun's in your eyes anyway, so it's kind of adjust to it as much as you can and hope that you don't have too much to do.
Mark Skinner enjoying the sunshine as well, but as Willie Kirk said in the build-up here, could really use a statement win. They have beaten City this season, the Continental Cup, but ultimately it is City who will line up in the final next week against Chelsea. We need to start racking up these wins against the other top three sides in the Women's Super League. There's Jess Park, City Academy graduate.
She's a player that's really starting to grow into this team. She's getting lots of regular minutes, lots of plaudits, people even touting her for a late spurt into that Euro squad. And it's a good person to be playing in front of. When you know you've got Lucy Bronze defending behind you, it's going to fill you with confidence, I'm sure.
Bronze still working her way back to full fitness. City looking a little bit slicker, and that was a late challenge from Zellem on her opposite number, clattered into Stanway.
Smart turn there from Georgia Stanway, and Katie Zellem was not having any of that. If the ball's going past me, you're not going past me with it.
And the referee not finished with Zellem yet. Wants a word. You already on a final warning, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily was worth a yellow card, but I'm sure a conversation there saying you do that again, you're definitely getting a yellow. And playing in the middle of the park in a game like this, you don't want to be on a yellow card that early.
Long diagonal from Greenwood. And she's found Jess Park, but Blundell close to her.
A brilliant ball there from Alex Greenwood, who's really developing so well into this centre-back role. She was fantastic for England across the whole of the the whole of the Arnold Clark Cup competition. It's a mouthful, that one. But she's been brilliant. Her distribution is fantastic, but also her defending has developed so well. And she's someone that's very dependable for Manchester City and for England at the moment.
And that centre-half partnership with Steph Horton out, like for the foreseeable future, is going to be an interesting one. The Euros coming up live on the BBC this summer. First corner of the game, and it is going to be from the left boot of Alex Greenwood. Taken short. The return pass wasn't exactly what she'd like, but Greenwood will still make something of this, but the referee now has blown the whistle.
Don't think Alex Greenwood will be too pleased with Jess Park there. There's a hospital ball set back to her. Probably did really well to escape that without actually picking up any kind of injury.
Manchester United will try and work their way out from the back. Zellem, really deft touch on to Thomas. This is promising. Roebuck, though, out of her goal smartly.
Very good goalkeeping there from Ellie Roebuck. It looks simple, but you've got to have a high line to be able to prevent those balls from coming through.
Nice play, though, from United, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. We've seen at times United have overplayed playing out from the back, but when it works well, and they commit so many bodies forward to the attack. Ella Toon there on that back line stretching it was nearly through in on goal.
Oh, now. It's a wayward pass. And a corner conceded when didn't really need to.
I'm not too sure many of the Manchester City players had any idea where that ball was going. I think at one stage Ellie Roebuck looked a bit concerned it might even end up in the back of the net.
A new ball needed as well. Katie Zellem getting ready to take the corner kick. The second meeting between these two in the FA Cup. City with a 3-2 win a couple of seasons ago. Delivered well by Katie Zellem all the way through and over the bar. Maria Torres-Dottir ghosting in.
Another brilliant delivery from Katie Zellem, puts it into difficult areas to defend. And I'm not sure how Torres-Dottir managed to get that over there. It looked easier to get it into the back of the net. She'll be incredibly frustrated by that, whether she took her eye off at the last minute, whether Ellen White did just enough to put her off.
Kennedy up to Jess Park, who does well to meet it. Caldwell now goes long, trying to find Galton. Another good, accurate, long pass from a centre-half, becoming a feature of this game already. Throw-in goes Manchester United's way.
A lovely switch ball there from Caldwell. I think Katie Zellem was trying to encourage the team to keep playing, to keep switching it across, maintain possession. But if you know you've got the pace of Leah Galton, yes, she's up against Lucy Bronze, which is tough. And you can see her on that back shoulder, you're going to deliver the ball.
Stanway snapping into the challenge and winning it. There's Torres Dottir, FA Cup winner as well with Chelsea. Russo. And Lasada, closed down by Gruenen. Greenwood striding forward and finding Lauren Hemp, who can put on the accelerator now. Finds Park in a lot of space, a little bit too much weight on the pass. Sends her wider than she'd like, but still gets the cross in. Park, well defended in the first instance. Now perhaps Manchester United can break. 2. Back to Caldwell. And Badia gives it straight back to City.
I think that's going to be the frustrating thing for Marcus, how hard they're working, how hard their press is. They're pressing high up the pitch. You see how much Elatoon's releasing to step up on that back line. When they regain possession, you've got to use it more effectively. Onabaje, they just forced it long. They've got the quality to be able to play it around at their back. Hold on to the ball for a little bit longer. Give yourself some breathing space, so when you do attack, you've got the momentum to be able to do it.
Big game this for both sides. Gareth Taylor, his second season, his first season he won the FA Cup against Everton at an empty Wembley Stadium. Be desperate to get back there in front of a full crowd. Manchester United come away from that particular battle with Thomas. It's a neat pass, and a brilliant save from Roebuck. A vicious drive from Elatoon.
An ambitious drive, but that's where we want to see her. Getting involved on the edge of the box, getting her shots away nice and early. Quick touch and quick shot. A great stop by Ellie Roebuck on over the crossbar, but it's there where we see Martha Thomas drifting a little bit wider, gives Elatoon the space to come more central and get involved, get those shots away. And we've seen how many goals she's scored this season, assists she's got. That's the position that Manchester United want to see her in.
Another Zellum delivery, and it's all the way in! It's crept in at the far post, and Manchester United lead!
I'm not sure if she was aiming for that back post, but it's a brilliant delivery. Evaded every single Manchester City player. There's got to be questions asked defensively. Does Ellie Roebuck get drawn to that near post space? She's got to hold her ground a little bit more, but it's a brilliant delivery. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United.
Perfect start for Mark Skinner's side, and it crept in unaided. A quite brilliant delivery from Katie Zellum. She'd threatened from the first one, and that second one was inch perfect. So what of the City response? There had been a suggestion, perhaps, of a touch on the back post from Diane Caldwell. We'll need to run that back again. Bronze sends it forward. Whoever got the final touch, Siobhan, that was pretty much undefendable, that delivery.
Oh, I could be being overcritical, but I think if you hold your ground more centrally, I think everyone got drawn to that near post space, and then as soon as the ball's going over you, it's difficult to then backtrack.
Foul on Bronze.
I was saying, I think if you hold more centrally in the goal, look, Elatoon is a nuisance there. she drags Ellie Roebuck more to the near post space. If she holds centrally, she can come and deal with that ball. She's got the ability to come and claim or even get a punch.
United play with a lot of confidence now.
A lot of confidence, and they've been rather untroubled at the back, really. Mary Earps hasn't really been called into any action. Mark will be very pleased with his performance of his team so far. He asked for more aggressive pressure, and he's got exactly that. One of the things with Manchester United is, can they take control of situations? Can they score goals when they're on top? Today they've done that. They haven't necessarily been doing that as much against the big teams as they could have done in the past. So that's a key moment moving forwards for them.
Manchester City 3 times winners of the FA Cup. Their campaign may be coming to an end prematurely. They've always made it to the quarter-finals. Their 8th season is and their new guys anyway. Poorly done by Kennedy, back to Roebuck, whose clearance is picked up, and Asada. Long way to go, we must say. And Manchester City certainly have the quality on the pitch, and of course on the subs bench they can always bring on Caroline Weir. She's good for a goal against Manchester United usually. Hemp causing all sorts of problems, such energy. Bounce of the ball favours United. Slight error there from Zellem's giving it away. Here's Park. Bronze motoring down the inside. Corner kick.
You talk so much as a player of the importance of the 5 and 10 minutes after you concede and after you can score a goal. And Manchester United there, they had 5 players up against Manchester City's back line. They were still continuing to go for it. They weren't sitting back at all. And potentially that could cost them if they don't defend as resolutely as potentially they could have to after going a goal up, if the momentum gets a little bit too much ahead of them.
Let's see what Greenwood can do. She can be as effective as Katie Zellem. It's a deep delivery, well defended, back in by Stanway and nodded on and into the gloves of Mary Earps.
Comfortable claim there for Mary Earps. She'll be pleased to get a good early touch. She hasn't been that involved in the game. She's had to come off her line a couple times for through balls, but you always like to get a nice good early touch, and if it's a comfortable one it always helps as well.
Here's Galton. Gronin. 2. Defending from the front, Alex Greenwood. Very high up position for the centre half. Kennedy. Sniff of nervousness there, but not from Ellie Roebuck, of course. We'll hear a few faint boos every time Alex Greenwood touches the ball. Former Manchester United captain, just for one season, a championship winning season, before moving to Lyon and then back to these shores of Manchester City, which is the only player in the squad to have featured in every single game so far this season.
Not just featured as well, she's been brilliant. She's been one of their players that they rely on heavily. Distribution, starts off attacks, defends well at the same time, and a player that's really grown into that role.
City are aggressive in their pursuit of winning the ball back, but United matching them. Caldwell onto Katie Zellum. O'Brien. Challenged, dispossessed. Walsh, now Stanway. White's now helping it onto Park. Bronze always an option. We would expect City to have the greater amount of possession.
You probably would. You'd probably expect them to have definitely had more of the play at the moment, but Manchester United are pressing so high. You think potentially Man City, they stick with their style of play, they don't change, but if you've got that many bodies pressing high up the pitch, is it better just to bypass it, go long, go beyond the press, play to your players that are high up the pitch that can cause Manchester United problems in their defensive line?
As you mentioned earlier in the season, they were caught playing out from the back. Most religiously they were doing that 6-1 defeat to Chelsea here in particular, and it is interesting how they've evolved and tweaked their approach.
Most definitely, it's about understanding what your manager wants you to do. You want to play nice football, you want to be able to play out from the back, but also understanding the moments that you can and can't do it. It's about understanding who's pressing you, the moment in the game, and making good choices. I think there's nothing wrong with going long and direct if it's done with a purpose.
That's caused a few problems. So Thomas pulled up for a handball. Manchester United still 2 points ahead of City in the WSL, both in pursuit of that Champions League spot. Here's Park. Bronze. Park. A dangerous looking ball in, but out of play.
They're the kind of balls that Manchester City need to be putting on top of Mary Earps. Yes, that one was slightly overplayed, slightly overhit. But we said before about the sun in her eyes and the difficulty that goalkeepers can sometimes deal with, have problems with that. If you've got this for the 45 minutes, you've only got another 25, 26 minutes now. But can you start getting those deliveries in from wide areas, from distance, taking pop shots?
Torres-Dottir scurrying away from Park. Over the top, Thomas will give chase. Oh, Roebuck's giving it straight to Zellum, who I think was taking a first-time shot.
That was definitely a first-time shot. The quality wasn't there, but you saw the vision, you saw her eyes open up as soon as she saw that miss-hit back pass. Would have been quite audacious to have scored a goal from there, I'm sure.
Not the first time those back passes have been not exactly comfortable for Ellie Roebuck this afternoon. Here's Grunen. Russo loses it. Stokes onto Stanway. Park always in a lot of space, but City taking their time to play it from one side to the other this time. Stokes, it's a promising run. Excellent pass out wide for Lauren Hemp. Tracking from Zellum. Danger still not cleared. 3 feet. Pilasada. Maybe a little too complex.
I think her Spanish compatriot knew how her brain worked there with that flick. Ona Badje just dropped in, anticipated the flick and managed to clear it away from safety.
There's a hold up. I think maybe the referee wasn't happy with where the subs were warming up, perhaps. All congregated down there in the sun, lucky them. No tan for us today, Siobhan. Definitely in the shade, shady part of the ground.
I don't think I've found a commentary gantry yet that's in the sunshine. If anyone knows of any, please do let me know and I'll put in some match requests.
It's probably for the best, to be honest. Definitely a derby feel. Trying to win it back, high up the pitch. Lasada trying to bring it away. Here's Russo, McGurnan, Elatoon trying to turn. Really close control, but Greenwood will get this one away. And closed down by Grunen. He's still trying to win the ball very high up. Greenwood closed down by Badia. Eventually is forced to make the clearance.
Really confident, aggressive play from Manchester United. We heard Gareth Taylor say in the pre-game build-up that he thought his team would take confidence from the last game into today's game, and if you thought any team was taking confidence into this game, it would be Manchester United at the moment.
Russo, lay off for Elatoon. Thomas manipulating the ball and having a shot straight at Roebuck.
Comfortable handling from Ellie Roebuck there, a good shot, sharp shot from Martha Thomas from the edge of the box. But Manchester United finding ways to open up this Manchester City defence.
Zellum. Al-Badia. Caldwell. Thomas had made the run in behind, but well read by Kennedy, and now Russo. Zellum. A really good play out to the flanks. Galton. Oh, slips it through brilliantly for Blundell. Pulls it back and Zellum's shot is shut down. Brilliant incisive play from United.
Brilliant play on this left wing. It's the first time really Hannah Blundell's got high up the pitch and combined with Leah Galton. We've seen time and time again the way that they can combine and provide assists. But for me, Jess Park's got to do better there. She switched off and left Lucy Bronze 2v1.
And United turn this spell of pressure into a second goal. Another really good pass. Zellum into the middle. City get it away once again. Katie Zellum having a terrific game.
She's really dictating the play in the middle of the park. She's having so much space and time on the ball, and we know time and time again she's done it this season, last season. When she's on a set piece, she can deliver pinpoint accuracy and assists, goals. She's been fantastic for United this season.
But these are the moments, Siobhan, United on top, they need to capitalise.
They do, and that's where time and time again against the top teams, when they dominate sections of games, they don't score enough when they're on top, and then other teams punish them.
It's an error. 2-on-1. It's Ellen White. Torresdottir has done brilliantly there. Could White have released that a little bit earlier? Was a real opportunity. Greenwood. United not punished for a lapse in their defence. Park. Closing down Kennedy. Worked out to Lauren Hemp. Chopping inside and losing the ball eventually. Russo helping out Ona Badia. Good spell of possession for City. United standing firm at the moment.
Yeah, really good spell. Probably their best spell so far, but it means nothing if when you get good opportunities in front of goal, you make poor selection choices.
Sada's scoop this time does work out. And she gets the return ball as well. Doesn't get the better of Badia.
Doesn't get the better of her, but does end up winning her team a corner, and we've seen the quality of set pieces on show so far today. Manchester City, I'm sure, will be looking to emulate that of Manchester United. Go back to that opportunity where Ellen White capitalised on the error. I agree with you, it should have been slept through early to Park. Fantastic defending from Torresdottir, but White could have made it a lot simpler.
Asada over this one. Thumping header away from Russo. Helped on by Toon. Grunen trying to put Demi Stokes under pressure. He calmly deals with that. Tremendous ball from Greenwood. Pinpoints to Park. It's put out of play for another corner kick.
I think the ball potentially looked like it had already gone out. The assistant on this side just flagged for a corner, then followed by a goal kick, and then back down for a corner again. I think it looked like it had already gone out. Hard to see. I think we need goal line technology for that decision, so we'll go with the referee and the assistant.
Taken short this time. A bit of a miscue, and fair play to Lucy Bronze for trying that on the edge of the penalty area. Grunen, under severe pressure, keeps the ball. A sharp turn from Zellum, and then a free kick comes her way.
A really mature performance from Katie Zellum so far today. I think she's really done well in the middle of the park. She's held on to it, she's commanded, she's given instructions to her back line about what she wants them to do with the ball. And that always helps as a goalkeeper, as a defender. If you've got someone in the middle of the park dictating play, giving you information, it helps you organise your style of play, where you're going to play next, and make great decisions.
Really competitive first half. United in the lead thanks to a goal straight from a corner from Zellum. play. A goal kick, the decision this time.
Sure that ball ever convincingly looked like it actually crossed the line. No, never fully went across the line. So for Demi Stokes' sake, it's a good job she saw that Ona Badje was pressing her back.
Stokes sends it forward. Great control from Ellen White, who's allowed to turn.
Alessia Russo there getting the block off the pitch for the throw-in, but we heard Willie Kirk speak about her pre-game and about how important and how influential she can be for Manchester United. But for me, she needs to be in the 9. She needs to be in a central position. We haven't seen enough of her today, and it's difficult when you're out in that wide position when you want to be a centre forward and number 9, and that's your strength.
United will be fine with this. Little break, but again the switch is on, and it's another really good ball from Greenwood to find her England teammate Lucy Bronze. Away from Blundell. Trying to work the space. Goes back to Park. Two excellent technicians on this right-hand side for City. This Park, though, can't evade Leah Galton.
As you said again, Alex Greenwood with that switch of play, that long ball down on this wing, and it's been pinpoint perfect. The distribution's been fantastic, but every time, whether it's Park, whether it's Lucy Bronze that gets on the ball, they look rather isolated. They haven't got someone coming over to join in. So then when they do try to run down the line to cause some kind of attack, there's no one there combining with them to be able to play with them. Everything looks a little bit isolated for Manchester City at the moment.
Sada, now Park. Bronze first time cross. Stanway allowed to turn. And now Park. United back in a good shape after they were nearly caught out on the break. Greenwood gives it straight to Zellum.
After speaking about the isolation down this wide area, Vicky Lasada came over to join in. You saw the triangle of Lasada, Bronze and Park. They combined well and got into that 18-yard box area, but that's what they need to do more of. They need to have one of those number 10s, one of those attacking midfielders come over and join in to create those triangles, to be able to break down this Manchester United back line.
Ellen White loses out, but too much on that pass, and Roebuck tries to get things going quickly. Greenwood to Stanway. 64 goals in a sky blue shirt. Bronze. Now Lasada lays it off for Stanway. Deflected, and it is another corner.
Good defending again from Manchester United, but stronger, more assertive play from Manchester City there. Bodies around the edge of the box. Lasada laying it off to Georgia Stanway. She's not a player you want to see have lots of time on the edge of the area, but good defending to get out and make the block.
She is excellent from long range, Georgia Stanway.
She is, and she won't think twice about unleashing a shot.
Into the final 5 minutes of normal time. Greenwood, excellent take from Earps.
Brilliant take from Mary Earps there, adjusted her feet really well. held her position as well. She was under pressure there from Lucy Bronze. Managed to not just claim it, but hold on to it as well, which takes a lot of pressure off your back line as you can calm down the momentum and kill the game, which is key at this point in time.
Just needs a minute. Three different goalkeepers used at the Arnold Clark Cup for England. None of them let themselves down, really.
No, the 2 goals conceded were absolutely brilliant goals.
It's Hemp. Just flicked off the head of Ellen White. Again, the flick almost took it away from Jess Park.
I think had Ellen White not got that flick on it, Jess Park was there at the back post ready to make connection. Obviously Ellen White's going to go for it regardless. You can't expect her to leave a ball in that position, but frustrating for Park and a more promising position for her to find herself in.
Stanway takes control. Back for Walsh, now Bronze. Park seeing a lot of the ball on this near side. Oh, and she's around Hannah Blundell, but she got back well. Corner kick is given.
It's always hard when you've got a left-footed centre-back that's your dominant distributor to make sure you have an even spread of where you're playing those balls. This right-hand side where Park is has predominantly been receiving it all, but I think for me, we want to see Lauren Hemp receiving those kind of balls, being able to turn and run at the back line of Manchester United.
Sada, the outswinger, it's low. It's Bronze!
It's a sharp delivery in there from the side. A great first touch from Lucy Bronze. There were just too many bodies in the way. A fantastic touch and shot. As I said, Manchester United did enough to get enough bodies around it to force it wide of the goal.
It was a year ago, her last goal, Lucy Bronze, which just happened to come against Manchester United.
It's always good when you can save your goals for Derby Day. Caroline Weir does it absolutely at the peak.
Yeah, luckily for her, Derby Day comes quicker and quicker. Just a fortnight to go. These two met at Manchester City's ground. The win for City really shook up the WSL. Fantastic title race we've got, and the race for the top 3, the Champions League spots. Spurs, the unlikely team in 3rd place. Again, Ellie Roebuck quick off her line.
Yeah, her starting position in terms of through balls coming through today has been brilliant. She's been ready, she's been assertive, she's made decisions early, and she's come through and cleared up when her back line have needed her.
Thomas, perhaps a little bit of a surprise selection, but playing well, causing a few problems, and the rotation with Ella Toon has worked extremely well so far. Galton. Vernon. Just impeded. And Lasada, free kick to United.
Really well held on to by Jackie Gronan there, winning the foul for her team in a dangerous position when you've got Katie Zellum in the form that she is. With just a minute left before half-time, this would be a brilliant time for Manchester United to score and a horrific time for City to concede. So I'm sure they'll be doing their utmost to prevent this one from going in the back of the net and keeping it away from Alessia Russo's head.
There's quite a few candidates to get on the end of this. Particular attention to Martha Thomas, who is so good in the air. Zellum sizing it up. Blundell, this is clever, but a bit too much on that for Ella Toon.
Clever, but almost that little bit too clever. I'm sure if Ella Toon just left her foot in on Ellie Roebuck there, she seems to be struggling slightly.
Just a minute of time added on. Ellie Roebuck up and ready to resume. United aggressive and winning it back. Thomas, it's a good cutback, but no one there. Maybe could have got a head up. Now Lauren Hemp trying to get away. And then Badia, Hemp eventually gets the decision.
Initially, it was brilliant defending from Ona Badje. They managed to use her pace to get ahead of Lauren Hemp, which I don't think anyone's ever actually probably said before. But then you can never discount Hemp, made it past her. And unfortunately for her, playing against Hemp in the second half, she's picked up a yellow card.
She initially got there. And then Hemp with the kick and rush, and Badia just wasn't going to let her get away.
I'm not sure if, to be honest, Ona Badje managed to get ahead of her, then got a slight shove from Hemp, which enabled Hemp to then get past her. So she could be feeling a little bit hard done by there.
Vicky Losada receiving treatment. Yet another player who's had a significant time out of the City side with injury. This won't be good viewing for Gareth Taylor.
No, I'm sure he won't want to have a problem to Vicky Losada, although they do have several options midfield-wise. No, probably most notably Caroline Weir, who I'm sure Manchester United will not want to see coming onto the pitch on Derby Day today.
Perhaps another issue in playing personnel for Gareth Taylor. I'm sure they'll want to try and get her in at half-time and assess her.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Given the fact that we've only got 1 minute added time, we've already played over that. You'd think that potentially they're surely not going to make a change now. You'd try and get in at half-time, assess the situation properly, and then make a decision from there.
She doesn't look happy, Losada. Surely only seconds left to play, but United will have to keep their concentration. A set-piece situation for City. Played well over the allotted minute. It bounces straight through. And that's it. Very entertaining first half of high quality. And United have the advantage at the break thanks to Katie Zellum. Tremendous delivery from a corner that went all the way in. City have had a couple of half chances, but so far disciplined display from United, Siobhan.
A very disciplined display, and I'd probably use the word aggressive as my main descriptor for their performance. Mark Skinner asked for it before the game. He said he wanted aggression in possession and out of possession, and they've done exactly that. They've done everything that he's asked for so far. The only thing that they could potentially say that they wanted more of is more goals to make this game more comfortable at half-time.
Plenty for Rachel Brown-Finnis and Willie Kirk to get their teeth into. Half-time at Lee Sports Village. Manchester United 1, Manchester City 0.